Hello, everyone. So today I went with my daughter to her high school's last football game of the season. Shout out to her high school. They did an amazing job. They won today 35-10. So they completely just beat the hell out of the other team. And that was fun. It was great. I had a great time. Anyway, while I was there were three white men behind me in the bleachers. And for some reason, they were discussing their previous marriages and their current, dating situations or partnerships. All of them had been married previously, anywhere from 10 to 18 years. And yeah, I was ear hustling because they were behind me in the bleachers. They're like really, really tight spaced. And they were talking so loud, anyway, so they were talking about how long they had been married and how they were recovering from their divorces and now they're dating, and one guy had been dating a woman for a couple years after his divorce, and after a couple years she was like hinting about getting married, and he was like, no, I don't want to get married, and they broke up. Anyway, eventually they started talking about how they were recovering from the divorces and there should be divorce insurance. And I'm like, I'm just listening to all this like divorce insurance. So anyway, I thought this was hilarious that these men were having this conversation and the fact that they really think that there should be divorce insurance. So first of all, if you have any common sense, that's called a prenuptial agreement. It ensures that whatever happens in the divorce, you've already discussed it, you have it planned out, so you don't have to go through any battles or anything. It's already written down. At least a good prenuptial agreement. There are some prenuptial agreements that don't hold up in court, and that's probably because they're not very fair. But if you put it together and it's fair, then you know what's going to happen if you should have a divorce. But again, these guys went ahead and they were like serious. They were like, there should be divorce insurance. And I was just sitting there thinking about it like, dude, if there's divorce insurance, like, have y'all thought this through? Like, do you think that an insurance company, if they could have put insurance on marriages, they wouldn't have by now? Because they absolutely would. In fact, I wrote a post while I was sitting there online and I even got some replies. So this guy, it says, not George, please leave. He said, honestly, the idea behind divorce insurance is hilarious because people don't just sell insurance for shits and giggles. This means that we would have fun new terminology to use like high risk marriage. Sorry, sir. Insurance will not cover your divorce proceedings in full because it has been found that you entered what would be considered a high risk marriage. I guess they also never thought about the fact that insurance companies are always trying to find ways not to pay you. That was the other thing. Like, even if you had this insurance, like, what would the conditions be? But the fact that these dudes are actually out here thinking, oh, there should be divorce insurance. And then honestly, who would get the insurance if you had it? Like, is it like you paid for the insurance and if you get a divorce then you get paid? Like, this whole concept is hilarious to me. But instead of like going into a marriage, being honest about having a prenuptial agreement, because I think that people should have prenuptial agreements. Instead of doing that, now guys are like, I'm recovering from a divorce and I wish I had some kind of insurance because it's been really hard. And the other thing that gets to me is there's been so many men complaining about, oh, how much their wives or their ex-wives got in a divorce without ever considering the amount of labor that women put into marriages. The fact that men really believe women do nothing and deserve nothing in the end of the marriage is crazy to me. Because women do deserve what they get in the divorce. The fact that they take care of the kids, if they've given up their career, like, do you realize the sacrifice it is to give up your career to raise your children? Do you know how much money is lost there? So if a woman gives up her career to marry you and then you get divorced, yeah, you owe her some money. You definitely owe her some money. If she's taking care of the kids while you go to work and you don't have to take care of your own kids, you definitely owe her some money. If she is the person who takes care of the home and does all the cooking and cleaning, you owe her some money. I'm just saying, a lot of the times, a lot of these women that go into these tri-life marriages, it's not smart, ladies. I know that it's all the fad now, but it's not smart. You need to have your own, because these men do not want to pay what you are owed. And the fact that these three men who are older, who are white, are having conversations like this means that this is what men think about being married. And again, these men are now in new relationships. So they have moved on. And there are women that they are with. One, I know for sure, was dumped because she wants to get married. So, but anyway, I thought it was interesting. I had to share because that was an interesting experience. Tell me what you guys think about divorce insurance. I know it's a joke, but I still want to hear your comments. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And peace, guys.